Another week went by and I was like, hey, where's the wig? Turned out it was a total scam. As you all know, I had to go bald because of chemotherapy. That was a whole thing for me because I was really attached to my hair. But luckily in this world, there are solutions to problems. Because I saw being bald as a problem to me, I really wanted to get myself a wig. But I found out a lot of things about this world, about the world of wigs, that I really want to share with you guys, because I wish I would have known this information before I ever purchased one. I never really got into it when I got sick. I just followed whatever the hospital told me to do, but I never actually like did my research, and I never actually got into it until a few months ago. And I'm going to tell you what happened exactly. But before I do, I really want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Surfshark is an online VPN that keeps your identity safe by encrypting the information sent between your device and the internet. This keeps your personal data protected from big companies and cyber criminals. And also a VPN can swap your real location to a different location, making it possible for you to travel all around the world virtually. I'm a huge fan because I work really other places and I really don't want to have to think about what could happen to all the data that I have on my laptop or on my phone. But with Surfshark VPN, I don't even have to think about any of that. And it's also very useful to me when I'm out and about or abroad and I'm in a different location, but I want to check in on what's happening in the Netherlands, and I can just easily switch back to the Netherlands. So that is really nice. And as said before, I have it on my phone and I have it on my laptop, because with a Surfshark account you can actually use it on multiple devices, which is really nice, and that with only one account. I really want you guys to try that as well, so I have a link and code for you, and if you use my code Romee and click the link down in the description, you can get 83% off and 3 months for free. That's 83% off and 3 months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to try it out. So as I said, the link you can find down below, and use my code Romee to get 83% off and 3 months for free. Thank you Surfshark for once again sponsoring a video. A little over a year ago, I got my synthetic wig. This is the wig you guys all know. It's a long length, or like middle long length, and it is darkish blonde. It has cute bangs on the side, but I'm not in love with it. I loved it in the very beginning because the thing with synthetic hair is that it falls right into place. So I could just like throw it on and not be worried that my hair wasn't gonna like sit well on my head. But the thing is, this wig cost me 999 euros. And at the time I bought it with a lot of help of you guys. But that is a lot of money because it started from this price. I have one of the cheaper wigs, which is insane to me, because if I wanted the real hair wig, prices would have started from 1,500 euros. It is insured, by the way. I did get some insurance money for the wig, which was nice, but I feel like the prices are so expensive because they know that the people who need the wig get insurance money. I don't know, but still at the time I didn't really question anything. I didn't do my research. My hospital gave me this reference for this wig shop where I could get the wig, and I just went there because if the hospital sends you there, you just go there. I mean, that's what I did. I feel like, you know, there are people around you in that hospital who have to give you the right information, and in their minds it was probably the right information, but I learned something new. So I got this wig. I loved the wig, but it was just wasn't me after a few months. I don't know, my own hair color is dark brown. This is definitely not dark brown, but I wanted to switch it up because I was getting a wig anyway, so I wanted something else and I wanted the bangs, so I was happy with this wig for a long time. And then I realized I was really starting to miss the dark hair, so I decided to look into a new wig. I had once in my life ordered a bunch of AliExpress wigs that were like 10 to 20 bucks each, but the quality of the wigs weren't that great, and also the lace in the wig, you know, it made it seem that it was really a wig, like it was really fake. And with this wig, the lace is see-through, so it doesn't even seem as if you are wearing a wig. So I knew that the AliExpress wigs weren't going to be an option for me, and I also knew that this store wasn't going to be an option for me either. I didn't have the money to just pay out for a second wig because I was wearing this a lot anyway. I didn't really do my best to find myself the perfect wig until this company, they sent me a message on Instagram, and it was a company in Germany, and they offered me to make me a wig the way I wanted. The girl was really nice. She asked me like, what kind of hairstyle would you want, and I just sent her pictures of my old hair, and I sent her pictures of like some hairdos that I would really like, and she's like, okay, cool. Like, we exchanged voice memos and all that, and she's like, we can make that, it will be done in like a couple weeks, and then we'll send it to you, just give me your address, blah 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 blah. So I was in contact with this person for like 2 months, really trying to get this wig together, and then she supposedly sent it to the address that I gave her. I didn't give her my personal address because, you know, I didn't know her. I wanted to be extra safe, so I gave her a different address, and she texted me. She's like, okay, we sent the wig, let us know whenever it comes in. And like 2 weeks went by and I still didn't have the wig, and the company was from Germany, which is next to Netherlands, so it shouldn't really take that long. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be patient. But the wig still didn't come in, and I texted her. I was like, hey, do you maybe have like a tracking code so I can see where the wig is, because I would feel really bad if we lost the wig in transportation or anything. So she was like, yeah, sure, let me get back to you, blah blah blah. I never heard back. So I texted her again. I was like, hey, I still didn't receive the wig. I'd love to know because I'm really getting excited for this. Could you maybe let me know if something's wrong? And I know that in this week she even posted me in her stories, but she was talking in German and I couldn't really figure out what she was speaking about. It wasn't something negative, but it was about me. Like, she mentioned me. So I felt like there was just this miscommunication. I didn't really think much of it. And then another week went by and I was like, hey, where's the wig? Because I really want a brown wig and I would love to have that be your wig. But otherwise I'm gonna look further and see where else I can get a wig. I never paid for this wig, by the way, because she wanted to sponsor it for me. She wanted to just give it to me, personalize it, and then send it over. Turned out it was a total scam. And I was so disappointed because she seemed really nice and we had a lot of contact, and sometimes I can be really naive and sometimes I really want to see the good in people, but in this case I just didn't see any problems in believing her because it seemed so legit. But I never heard back from her. I never received the wig, and I think she was just making fun of the situation, or I don't even know what happened, but it was one big scam. And I'm really glad I didn't give her my personal information because I don't know what she possibly could have done with that. But I never got the brown wig, and I was so disappointed because over those 3 months that we were in contact, I had gotten so excited for a new wig, like a new fresh look, and I wasn't gonna get it. Then a couple months later, I went to this hairdresser with my niece Rianne. She actually went to the hairdresser because I still had no hair. Rianne has a lot of curls, so she went to a special curl hairdresser, and the girl that was helping her had her own hair salon somewhere in Culemborg. Nene is her name, and she is amazing, and her hair salon is amazing. And I am so happy that I went with Rihanna to the appointment, because she opened my eyes. As a hairdresser, she could see that this on my head was a wig, but she's like, well, I did have to double check, like double look at you to make sure it was a wig, but I can tell it's a wig. Like, that was totally fine. I don't mind when she can see that it's a wig. I mean, she's a good hairdresser because she can see the difference between real hair or fake hair. But we started a conversation about wigs, and she was wondering where I got it. And when I told her where I got it from, she was wondering how much I paid for it. And when I said I paid almost $1,000 for it, she got so mad. She was like, why are we living in a world where people who need wigs, patients, cancer patients, people with diseases that don't grow hair, how do these stores make them pay so much for a wig? I have so many wigs at home. She even makes her own wigs. That's crazy. But she said, I have so many wigs at home and I never paid this amount for a wig, especially a synthetic wig. She's a black woman, and in the black community it is very normal to wear wigs. So she knew a lot about wigs, and she's like, there are so many websites online where you can get really good wigs with great lace and with real hair. And these websites are like from the black community, but she's like, you can get your wig there as well. That doesn't matter. I would love to help you out with this, and I really want you to be vocal about this, because it's unfair how much you have to pay as a patient to get yourself a wig. So she showed me these websites where I could get wigs that were so much cheaper with real hair, and I got so excited. And I was like, how is this possible? And she's like, I don't even know, but please make a video about this, and please tell everybody that we can help you guys get a good wig. And I was like, oh. And she's like, how do you even like wash your wig? Like, what did they tell you? So I told her everything, and she was just shook. She's like, nah. I felt a little uncomfortable looking at all these wigs on a website. I like seeing a wig in real life, and now I had to like kind of like close my eyes and pick a wig. If you've seen my previous video, you probably would have spotted the wig already, and if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen the wig as well. And I am in love, but it wasn't as easy as ordering the wig and then you have it. So I ordered this wig on Vivi Hair, and I think I paid $2.99 for this wig, and it is real hair. I can style it, I can curl it, I can do whatever I want with this wig myself. I cannot style this wig, and I cannot curl this wig. I can't wash it myself, but it won't look as good as when I have to bring it to the salon. And when I bring this wig to the salon and they tell you to come in every 6 weeks, that costs me 42 euros every single time I go, every 6 weeks. And to me that is very expensive, especially considering my mom used to be a hairdresser, so she used to cut my hair my entire life, and I never really paid a lot for hair appointments, and I never went to a hair appointment every 6 weeks. But if you already do that, then maybe 42 euros isn't that much, but to me 42 euros every 6 weeks was a lot, especially since after 2 weeks I already didn't really like the results of the wig. This whole wig was a journey though, but that's because I didn't know what I was doing. I ordered it from Vivi Hair. By the way, this is definitely not sponsored by Vivi Hair. Those wigs are like more meant to be for like black women. The wig colors are very dark, very curly, which I mean I love, but I am so pale. A dark wig wouldn't look good on me. I ordered one anyway because it looked pretty brownish on the website. I ordered it, it came in, and it was super dark. It was so dark that, I mean, I loved the wig. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way it felt. I loved the way how it fell. It was so soft and I was in love, but I wasn't in love with the color. Nene had told me that I could go to a black hairdresser to get the lace cut for me, because it comes in with the lace still here, but it came in all dark and with the lace, and I don't know, I felt really uncomfortable with the wig to just walk in a store like that and be like, hey, could you please help me? I have social anxiety, so this whole situation for me was just not it. But eventually, after 2 months of having the wig somewhere stored in a drawer, my niece Rihanna was like, come on, we really need to get that wig fixed. So I went to Celebrity Hairstyles in Utrecht and they cut the lace for me, and she was like, that's for free, you don't have to pay for that. I was like, oh, that's so nice. And then I had the wig on my head and I realized I just didn't feel comfortable in the wig because it was such dark hair and it just made me look so pale. And then she told me, oh, but I can color your wig. Another world opened for me because I didn't realize that of course we could color the wig because it is real hair. I came back the next day, I gave her the wig, and she's like, okay, well, you'll see it back in a couple hours. And then at the end of the day, I got a phone call and the wig was done. So I went to pick it up and I was in love. Are you all ready for the wig reveal? In 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Ooh, that's weird in front of a camera. So weird, because I feel like the wig suits my skin tone a lot better than the dark, and also a lot better than this one. So this is a shampoo that I use for my wig, and this is the conditioner that I use for my wig, and this is the protection spray that I use whenever I curl it or style it. And then I have these 2 wig brushes to brush my hair out, and that's basically it. So there are way cheaper options, and there's a whole community out there that is more than willing to help you with your wig. And it's also not weird to walk in with a wig that doesn't come from that wig shop or in this case Celebrity Hairstyles. They're more than willing to help you with the wig that you have purchased online. So if you're looking for a wig, I don't recommend going to those wig stores that are recommended by hospitals because they are super overpriced. There is a lot of good stuff available online, and if you get the real hair, you can get it colored, you can get it cut there, and there are people who are willing to help you with that. And it's so unfair that we don't get this information when we are patients and we are desperately looking for wigs. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So yeah, I really hope that it helps you with possibly looking for a wig. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them down below and I will answer them as well as I possibly can. If you're wondering why I'm still wearing a wig, by the way, because I know I've grown like a lot of hair, because this is what my hair looks like, and I know that I could easily step outside like this. I'm suffering from a skin disease right now that is also caused by chemo that I will get into maybe in another video, but it leaves white flocks in my hair, which makes me very uncomfortable and very insecure. So I'd rather walk around with a wig until that is fixed, because I don't want to let it snow. So that's the reason why I feel comfortable wearing a wig and a little bit more uncomfortable when I'm not, because I know that a lot of you guys were wondering why I'm even wearing one. Well, that's the reason. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you know whenever there is a new video. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye.